The world is changing at an increasingly rapid rate. There is innovation, technology, and scientific development everywhere. These are the things that will define the overall development and growth of the nation. There is a great demand for technological skills right now, and it is still growing at full tilt. Soon, the ongoing technological revolution will replace humans in most sectors. It has been said that Asian countries dominate the list of the nations that have the most technological competency. Singapore is currently number 8 at this and is still climbing. Singapore is defined as the land of many visionaries and businesses that constantly look for innovation. Hello, and welcome back to our channel Future Planet. In today's video, we are going to talk about Singapore's insane city of the future in 2050. But before we continue, just take a moment to subscribe to our channel, Future Planet, for more amazing videos just like this one. So, without further ado, let's get started. There is an innovation ecosystem that has led Singapore to the position of a global hub for innovation and technological startups. But even with all these advancements, there is one question that people are asking. What will Singapore look like in the future, maybe around the year 2050? Singapore is not just some city, it is a city that aspires to greatness. With the help of some visionary leadership, some of the initiatives such as Smart Nation Singapore aim to encourage the citizens, businesses, and governments to support better living through modern technology. Because of this, the city-state has risen from its modest beginnings to become a global hub for technology, human capital, and innovation. In 2018, Singapore was named by the World Economic Forum as the second most competitive economy, right behind the United States. At the Smart City World Expo Congress, it was chosen as the Smart City of 2018. In addition to that, it has also been labeled as the technological leader in the race for the next industrial revolution. But what will the country look like in the future? Singapore will be a livable, sustainable, and resilient city in the future. It will already be a place where humans and nature can coexist in regenerative and circular system. The city-state will have mostly transformed into an even more lush and green city-state by this time. The people who live in this city will have a great quality of life because there are so many amenities and public spaces that will help them live a healthy and active lifestyle. Singapore is a place that is built for resilience. Biodiversity will have started thriving by the time we get to 2050. Most of the operations in the city will be self-sufficient in terms of energy, water, and food. This is even with the fact that Singapore is limited when it comes to land. These natural constraints on what they can do have been a catalyst when it comes to the development of innovative solutions. Singapore is an example that demonstrates how we can integrate circular systems into cities and enable change that benefits humans and even the built environment and nature. Living, working, learning, and playing will not take place solely in dedicated places, such as offices and classrooms. Most of the neighborhoods will have transformed from mono-use to multi-use districts. This will cater to every aspect of our daily lives. As for the built environment, it will be designed and built safely, faster, more efficiently, and sustainably. Such things as construction will all be planned and controlled remotely. This will be made possible by automation and high technology. Humans will rarely be on construction sites as all the construction work will be done by robots and drones. By this time, the building typologies will also be flexible, adaptable, and future-proof. They will mostly be designed for final disassembly as well as the repurposing of materials in a circular system. As for production and logistics, this will mostly be located in the subterranean levels. Some of the innovative technologies such as robots, cobots, and artificial intelligence will mostly be seamlessly integrated into workflows and the built environment. This will be a step further in making the city a technological city. Some daily activities such as work and education will no longer be confined to desks. You will be able to work from anywhere you feel like. Even if you have to report to the office, the workplace will be a flexible and highly adaptable place. Other things like food production will mostly be decentralized. It will be integrated into the three-dimensional city. Most plant-based and cell-based foods will be produced on demand, and they will be delivered quickly to your doorstep. The people of Singapore will have lots of human and community-centric public spaces where people can just enjoy their free time in the neighborhood. Once these spaces are made available near you, you will not need to commute a lot anymore since everything you need is just within walking distance. Amenities, which will also be close by, will encourage the people of Singapore to stay active and spend some time in nature. This will also make it possible to spend more quality time with our loved ones back home. There is something known as the 50-50 city, which is a city that commits half of its footprint to nature and the other half to urban spaces. This makes sure that there is a balance between natural and man-made systems. It also restores and regenerates the climatic and ecological systems. In the end, biodiversity gets to thrive here. With this, humans are the stewards of these nature reserves within their city, and they get to build a relationship with the flora and fauna in the area. By reserving 50% of the city for nature, some of the biophilic environments created end up benefiting all the living creatures, as they provide valuable ecosystem services. These services include filtering out air, cooling down the ambient temperature, producing the oxygen that we need to survive, and even providing shade on those sunny days. These natural spaces end up being habitats for all kinds of animals, ensuring that there is biodiversity in the city. Most cities in the future will have undergone transformations. With the future of mobility, we get to move away from busy above-ground roads that are full of private vehicles and towards mainly public modes of transportation. Most roads will have changed to have fewer lanes. This is because demand will have fallen due to a diverse and inclusive mobility system. Ultimately, people will have turned into green pathways for healthy and active mobility, such as walking and cycling. The pathways will most likely be paved with some PV panels, which will be used to generate solar energy. By 2050, the development of on-demand autonomous vehicles that will transport us above and below ground will most likely have begun. They might even transport us underwater. The ground level will most likely be freed up for people and nature, while some of the highways and other urban connections will most likely be moved to lower and subterranean level. The city will have started development of three-dimensional navigation around the city. This will include above ground, underground, and through the skies. By 2050, the city will have started to create some space where nature will thrive. If you combine this with the 50-50 city concept, they will most likely create some untouched habitats for biodiversity and foster a sense of stewardship for our natural world. Nature has to be restored if we want to survive. This will involve a process called rewilding. Rewilding the city means giving a substantial part of the urban environment back to nature and natural spaces, and letting them run their course without little to no human interference. The best care for nature is not taming it and giving it some room to breathe. This will be the case in Singapore as they create some natural environments for a rich diversity of animals to make their home in. In turn, this nature triggers our biophilic response, which enhances the sense of wellness and calm. People will also get to enjoy some of the benefits such as cleaner air and water and cooler and more comfortable temperature. Singapore is definitely destined for greatness, and with the way technology is advancing, Singapore will see a lot of development. What do you think of Singapore's future? Feel free to share your thoughts down below. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel Future Planet and hit the bell icon for more intriguing content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.